in the same way, I could be choosing Jacob for the honorable purpose of being the lineage through which my Messiah is coming through Israel, not through the Edomites. But the Edomites were still chosen to serve the elder, and the Edomites could still be saved if they trusted in the promises of God and believed. And so it's not about individual salvation, it's about the two nations that are in the womb.
Romans chapter 9 is not simply about God choosing nations, and I think the context bears that out with clarity. For I could wish that I myself were accursed and cut off from Christ for the sake of my brothers, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Clearly, Paul is starting the conversation speaking about salvation, speaking of himself being cut off so that his brothers, his kinsmen, the Jews, could be saved. A little further down, look at verse 22. He says, "What if God, desiring to show his wrath and make known his power, has endured with much patience vessels for wrath, prepared for destruction, in order to make known the riches of his glories for vessels of mercy, which he prepared beforehand for glory." Not just nations. Look at what he says. "Even us, whom he has called, those whom he has saved, not from the Jews only, but also from the Gentiles." And this parallels back to Romans chapter 8. "Those whom he predestined, he also called." The same word from down in chapter 9. "And those he called, he justified. And those he justified, he glorified." This is clearly about individual salvation. Chapter 8 is about individual salvation. Chapter 10 goes on to continue to speak about individual salvation. For Paul to just jump off ship and randomly talk about the election of nations, it just doesn't make sense in the context. And he's clear. Us, whom God has called, both Jews and Gentiles.